chippy, just slightly. Sometimes, like every 10 seconds, a bit of a hiccup.
All right, I'm just gonna stop. I've said enough about how consistent the US is. I think chat knows that as well. All of the players are very, very good. They're crazy good. That's all we're gonna leave it at, because I don't want robot voice anymore. But yeah, so going into this match for us, I guess, if you were on the Netherlands team, what would be like your game plan?
My game plan would be to go for the easier picks, which I can definitely forward see with my team, because that's just the way you have to expect this to go. If you pick a map which you cannot forward see, you're gonna lose the match or the map.
Yeah, that's
because that's just the way the US team rolls.
I feel like it's such a... I don't want to say consistency picks are risky, but it's so mentally taxing to pick consistency against the United States. Because you have, like... You have just so much potential for, like... I don't know. I guess my mindset's probably not the greatest tournament mindset in the world, but all I would be thinking the whole time when facing the US, well, if I break, everyone's going to hate me. And the point's going to be there.
Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Sometimes. And speaking of cookies crumbling, we're crumbling right into the first warm-up pick.
Well, that's a new segue.
That was a pretty good segue.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, is it this?
I haven't
I
seen
remember this map from as a Mania map,
Really?
where like you shoot and it like stops. Exact that slider, for example, like it like stops scrolling and then you instantly have to react to the notes. It's a really fun and really gimmicky.
Oh, yeah. I love maps like these.
Oh man, it's so.
You just have to constantly be watching the sliders. I love it.
It's like throwing 5 different curveballs.
Oh my gosh, I love maps like these so much. But yeah, it's looking like we're going into the first... I don't know whose pick this would be, really. But, oh my god, what a troll pick. I mean, we have a couple of FCs still going strong. Noah and... oh my... I thought I just commentator cursed the whole map because I saw a slider going off screen and I was like, well, that's it. They're all gone. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
We got a couple of FCs still going strong here.
Obviously,
which team is going to take the crazy warm-up pick? And it's looking like Netherlands. Here I can be failing. And it's looking like Netherlands is going to take this warm-up pick over the United States. Crazy.
Obviously, Noah is holding the combo almost, well, as long as Amnesia in this map. Because Noah is pretty much known for pretty much actually only playing the approach 8 hidden, and that's it. And being the gimmick player.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is definitely one of those gimmick maps he's good at.
Oh yeah, just a little bit of gimmick, just unrankable sliders and just a little bit of gimmicky stuff. And we got the rolls coming in. Oh, I think that was the second warm up. I think we missed the first warm up due to robot mode, but here we come. I'm actually surprised that USA didn't get a 1 roll.
Alright, that was the first one, I believe. Is it gonna be the second one, or did we miss the first one? And that was the second one. Because they did just try the roll, so I think they are already in the banning phase.
Yeah, they're in the banning phase. Now, who do you think is gonna ban what here? Because, I mean, USA is like obviously like we've mentioned 50 bajillion times a very good, consistent team. I feel like they might try to ban the stuff that like rewards hard practice on it. Stuff such as like Pendulum Crush. I feel like USA might ban, to not necessarily because they'll lose it, but like just to be safe. Of like, you know, like what if this team practices a bunch to try and get a point off of us?
Yeah, some interesting bans would be maybe the approach at 18,
Alright, we're gonna be
but
seeing
it's got to be
DT1
DT1.
actually.
That's because of the last match against Thailand. That's the only map Netherlands form an FC. They actually crumbled on the approach at 18. There's only one FC from the Netherlands on that map, and otherwise 600,000 point scores. So it actually didn't look too hot for the Netherlands in that match. They're gonna have to step up their performance. DT2 was the only one which got close to DT1, which was a Freeman FC. And US just saying, well, you guys are really good at DT1, let's ban it. And for Netherlands, it's gonna be hard. I don't think they're gonna ban their own, like, in quote, strength, which is approach at 18. They have Gladiol and Noah, really good approach at 18 players. But it might actually be open to be anything. I might actually go for Nomad 1 just because it's a really long consistency pick, and United States might just, you know, be the better consistency players.
I could definitely
maybe free mods.
I could see either that or Rayway terrorism, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like Rayway is like such like a USA like just a good pick for them in general. Yeah, and it's gonna be Dreamcatcher, you're right. And we're gonna be seeing a Dreamcatcher ban. I feel like Rayway is definitely like a solid pick for the US. Like you said, consistency maps heavily favor the US, but it's also something that Netherlands like wants to look out for. Stuff that they can like 100% four-man FC in group stages is very important. I mean, it's important in every stage, but group stages especially is like the highest chance you're gonna really get to four-way FC something.
Yeah, so we do have the Nomad 1 ban, which is Dreamcatcher, for the consistency pick. The Double Time 1, which is Hokiboshi, the faster DT pick, getting banned for the United States because of the previous match as information. So United States did do their homework. That's one thing I can say is clear. I mean, they should have done their homework by the amount of time they put into practicing. But now the Netherlands do have to pick a map. And this is going to be a tough one. I think the Double Time 2 might be the safest choice if you look at the past performances, or they sorted out their approach at 18 performances.
See, the thing is, starting out with that might be smart, because the thing is with read heavy maps like Pendulum Crush, where it's approach rate 8 hidden, not many people play, you know, that kind of approach rate regularly. Starting out with that, especially like you mentioned, having two players in the Netherlands team who are such good like approach rate hidden players, it'd be good to start out with that because it can sometimes catch the other team off guard. I mean, I'm not saying the USA is easily caught off guard. However, we're not going to be seeing that. We're going to be seeing indifferences. So I guess they're indifferent to Pick and Crush first.
Hey! And
that's going to be our first pick.
Yeah, but I'm not as indifferent to them picking this one. If we look at past performances, William was the only one I've seen with 99.0% accuracy. We've seen people assess or almost assess this map. Then there were two people who got 600 combo out of 900, and then one guy who got a miss right before the end. They didn't perform too hot on it. I definitely think they can form and see it. They do have the accuracy, but Taku struggled a little bit with the accuracy actually, with a 98% accuracy score. I don't think that's gonna be enough to beat US. I mean, it's a banger song, like, I'm down for this pick.
Oh yeah, cool I agree with you. Mir always maps really cool songs. I've gotta say, like, I've never seen a Mir map where I'm like, I don't know why I mapped this song. At every single map, I'm like, yes, he mapped this. I'm so excited to play this, like, baseline Yatsubu, routing. I know how routing already has the Shern map, but his map of routing is so much fun. If you guys haven't tried it in the chat, definitely try it. It's such a fun map to play.
Alright. I think this is a kind of a safe pick, because this is definitely Florman FCable. 100%.
Oh, I agree.
It's not just running into the wall head first. So at least they're trying to do something.
I think it's a smart pick. I don't think it's their smartest pick that they could possibly do, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt considering they practiced this whole pool for a week. But in my opinion, I feel like definitely Crush or one of the free mods could have potentially done well for them.
Potentially, it just completely underperformed on the game against Thailand. And I'm gonna maybe whip out the Foreman FC with 99.8% or just SSs. Who knows? getting perfect accuracy on it. I'll be the judge. I'll be surprised, hopefully. But for now, I'm a little bit skeptic about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I mean, I'm excited to see this map. It's a really cool song. Specifically the breakdown chorus part, whatever you want to call it, is a banger. But I'm kind of interested to figure out why they picked this, if that makes sense. I know that sounds like a very general, like skate by-y kind of thing to say, but it almost feels like this is like a map that the US to me.
I think the map which the US will pick is the alternate map. And just some of the modded maps and free mod. I think that would be good. Free mod is, I think, the way to just show your dominance on just being a lot better, because you can just mod and FC a four-way scene. You have no chance of losing the map.
That's the thing. Not to make a United States pun, but free mod gives like a lot of freedom in like what you can do. Yeah. So it's like if somebody's better at Hard Rock, if somebody's better at Hidden, it's really easy to put their most consistent players in for the map. But enough about free mod and more about no mod. We're going to be seeing the first map right now coming in hot. Duo Science and Differences. Map by Mir, difficulty, senseless difficulty.
Yeah, it's going to be a 174 BPM pick, not too fast. Pretty box standard speed. The difficulty here is in the patterns. As you can see, the overlaps and into the triangle are gonna be the main difficulty on the first part. We're gonna then jump into a second part where we have just a bunch of really fast sliders which you have to just aim correctly and follow the sliders properly. That's not gonna be a part where people miss, but rather just drop a lot of accuracy.
Right, and speaking of accuracy, we have 3 SSs on the side of the Netherlands compared to the 2 in the US. They're doing a very good job at holding their own right now. US somehow barely ahead. I think it's Gladiol. I've been seeing a little bit of shakes from his end in terms of his cursor, and when you look at his accuracy, it totally explains it. He's the only 98 right now, so that's definitely pushing them a little far back, but it's nothing they can't come out of right now, especially holding these 3 SSs. And this is the part you were talking about earlier, Forrest, if I'm not wrong. A lot of fast sliders here, a lot of potential to break, a lot of back and forths. But we're not going to be seeing any of that from either team right now.
We do see a few accuracy drops, a few 100s from Gladiol and Phalanx. And that's a slider break.
Very unfortunate, and that's going to be huge in this. Unless one of the USA players breaks soon, it's going to be it for the first point. Yeah, and it's looking like they're just holding their own. It's very standard from here on out. It's kind of hard to, like... It would be very uncharacteristic for the USA to break past that point, is all I'm saying. And Phalanx is going to be finding another miss, and the USA is going to be finding their first point here. A very valiant effort from the Netherlands, and I definitely see why they picked it. But the USA was very prepared. And like I said earlier, it just seemed like something the USA was ready to pick in the first place. And stuff like that, you don't... I feel like a lot of people don't... Not to segue out of how each player did, quickly recapping, you know, Fiery and Amnesia both getting SSs, very good job. USA getting a quad full combo, very crazy. But going back to what I was saying earlier, not a lot of people think about this when picking in tournaments. I'm sure these players are specifically because they're in World Cup. But sometimes you don't have to pick something for it to get picked, if that makes sense. Sometimes you can leave picks open that you think the other team is going to pick just to get more picks that you're comfortable on in the match. I feel like people tunnel vision a lot on like, hey, we want to play this map the most, we want to play this map the second most, but it's like, the map you want to play like the third most might be the map that they want to play the most. So it's like, you can just leave that open anyways and have them pick it.
Yeah, it's not really about you just being comfortable on the map and winning on the map, like getting combo on the map. It's more about, are you better than them on the map? That is a better question. Even if you completely suck at Hidden, if you're still a little bit better than they are, just go for Hidden. That's gonna be a really good chance for you to win a point. And that's something people have to realize. But I think Netherlands did have a valiant attempt on this one. They did try and realize the formation on this map. They did get pretty close. Even if Phalanx would have FC'd with like an SS, they would have still lost because Gladiol's execution just wasn't on point. He had the most 100s, and that would have cost his team the point by about a few thousand points. Mm-hmm. And that's just sometimes the way it is. But it was a good idea, I think. But I don't think this is the biggest focus of the United States. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't think Indifference is a map they would have instantly first picked either.
That's the thing, is it's like when you see that the lowest score for the map on the US side is Toy, you know that's a good map for them. It's like when the lowest score is like arguably one of like the most consistent players in the game right now, the USA was ready for that, and it showed. Because even if Phalanx SS, you still have the accuracy drops from Gladdy, like you were mentioning earlier, the 98.92. That was a 9.6 out of a million right there, basically, that we were seeing. So it's like, even if he SS, that still would have been the USA's point. It's like, USA were very ready for that. There's nothing they could really do except for get better accuracy. Because not only was the USA on top in terms of combos, but also in accuracy. And we're going to be seeing the second pick. It's going to be Clock Strikes. So, this pick, I in my opinion, I mean, a lot of the picks in group stages are consistency-based, for these players at least, because, you know, they're all very crazy players. Like, they're in the OC World Cup for a good reason. They're good at the game they play. But this, one of the more consistent consistency picks, in my opinion. Very solid, like, just like all-around map.
Yeah. There's gonna be a bit of a pause between the next pick. It is gonna be Clock Strikes, as you mentioned. But there's gonna be a slight delay for some stars to get added to potentially work. Yeah, for now, let's just talk about the players in general, because that's something we have been missing out on. Once again.
Oh yeah, no more Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
I guess,
You wanna go ahead?
I mean, this is gonna be the fourth time I'm be saying it, and I think they heard it the third
Yeah.
time, but I'll say it again. USA, as most of the people in this chat knows, are crazy consistent at like everything they do. It's just nuts. It's so hard to talk about every single one of these players because of how good they are. Like, every single one of these players is known for their consistency in tournaments. They're a little less known. Vax A, super consistent in tournaments, very good at like tournaments in general. Like, people haven't really seen Vax A much in tournaments. If I remember correctly, he wasn't in last year's World Cup. He's been very absent from stuff like that, unfortunately. But like, if you look at stuff like North American tournament, you'll see how consistent he is in tournaments. He won it. Like, so if you win North American tournament, you won it for a good reason.
Yeah, that's why the United States is so scary, because we have a lot of data points to look towards to see whether or not a team is really good. And the US, especially this lineup of their team currently, is one of the teams which has, I think, some of the most data points out of all the teams currently playing in the OWC, because they play in almost literally every single community tournament and perform so well and get to grand finals or just the semi or the losers or winners finals, and you just see them performing really well. And just judging by their performances on community tournaments alone is gonna show you that they are definitely contenders for the top spot this year.
And I hate to interrupt you, but we're into the second pick now, and Damn Jelly gonna be brave. Oh,
And then the second pick is gone, and he's back again.
and it's gone.
That was cover for interrupting me.
I literally commentators cursed the map being played. I don't think that's ever happened before. Okay, there we go. We're back in it. And Fiery Rage is on the screen. Damn Jelly did actually break. That wasn't Bancho. And Viva Leon, something we didn't see, also broke. And this is the USA's pick, ladies and gentlemen, for those coming in. So, obviously, this is going to be a very confident pick for them, and a little less for the Netherlands.
Consistency pick for Hard Rock. It's not too hard to hack it, so we will see a lot of 99% accuracies from the US. We do see one miss from Damn Jelly for now.
It's funny you say that, because that's exactly what Hard Rock is in tournament. I feel like Hard Rock's not that bad in tournaments. Like, realistically, like, aiming it, you have so much adrenaline that it's easy to aim. It's more of an accuracy problem that a lot of people find in tournaments. Like, holding combo is not that difficult for Hard Rock, in my opinion. Just because of the adrenaline and, like, the fact that you're trying super hard to aim to the small circles makes your aim, like, very robotic compared to what it usually is.
It depends on the type of person you are. There are some people whose adrenaline just goes through the roof and they just start shaking. And it seems like they're just getting hit by a tsunami in Japan or something, because It just shakes so much that they can't even hit.
Why Japan?
I don't know. I think of tsunamis and earthquakes. I think of Japan.
It's not the only place, dude. Have you seen like one Godzilla movie and you're like, oh, that's the only place that has tsunamis?
It's the only place I'm really getting, I guess, exposed to because of all the earthquakes in the news.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't get earthquakes in Austria. That's pretty cool. How about that?
So Vivelium actually didn't break. That was a slight little hub up. But we do see quad FCs on the USA side still. Fire Rage gonna be the only one. Well, now he's above 99 act, but he was at 98.
Yeah, for now, I mean, pretty much expected performance.
Yeah, and it's gonna all come down to this last chorus, especially this part right before. And as I say that, Consistency Spook Toy gonna be finding a break, and this might be the opening that Netherlands needs to take this point. Only 300k behind. This is very good potential. Damjo is the only one with a miss, but he still has 360 combo, so they're gonna be advancing.
I don't think he really has it because I think Damjelly missed around the middle of the map and Toy just missed at the end. I don't think he can take over the score of Toy. He's 200,000 points left to go for, and like,
yeah, you know, you're right.
30 seconds left.
You're right. I didn't even realize that. He has to get past 700k to even do this because every other player is FC. And yet, just as you said, unless a player, I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. They're already all past 1 million. That's gonna be it for them. I heard a break, but
somewhere. Yeah, that's Amnesia.
It was Amnesia, yep. And that's gonna be the second point going to the United States. But as we said for the last map, very good showing. And unlike the last map, on the USA's pick, very
3.8 million points. That's enough to just blow Austria out of the water.
Like, Netherlands played that super well. They played it as well as they possibly could have, in my opinion. They did a really good job. Very unfortunate breaks coming from Jelly, but it's like they played really well. Toy found a miss, so there was potential for them to win. Sure, you could argue that if he didn't miss, they would have won. But for the USA's pick, very good job. A very good job nonetheless. And we're going to be seeing 2-0 in the United States' favor. Netherlands is going to get their second pick in here.
Next pick, it's gonna be a good question. They definitely see or look like a different team than when they play Thailand. Like, if you just look at the performances, it's like night and day between both of these. I guess just a few hours between them, they just went into a hyperbolic time chamber and came out completely new and refreshed. Because those performances are insane compared to what they did before. And just if they keep this up, it doesn't matter if they lose to the United States 5-0, they're gonna stomp Austria.
I don't know about stomp, dude. Austria is good. I wouldn't say stomp, but definitely gonna give them a hard run. I would, like, if I'm being honest, I made a little prediction sheet. I predicted that Netherlands is gonna advance over Austria. No offense.
Even
but
if I'm Austria.
Netherlands is really, really good. Like we were mentioning earlier in the little pre-talk about the match. Netherlands is super good. Like, I have them winning over Austria. I genuinely think with the way that they're playing now, then it's gonna go in that way. But Austria, like, a very good team as well. Like,
well, Austria do have some avenues to attack. I think the biggest thing which is gonna impact the outcome is gonna be Tepi and Goose. Tepi being pretty much, I think, a Goose level tournament player for Austria this year. He's just so good. It's like having 2 carries all around, and that is going to be really scary for the Netherlands. But then it's about the other 2 guys performing, which are going to be swapped in. And Austria does have clear defined weaknesses, so we'll have to see what's going to happen. But that is really good from the Netherlands right now. But we'll keep our judgment for now and see what's gonna happen until we get to the end of the match, because this might be a good start, but they can still pretty much just drop the ball here. And if they underperform or just miss another pick.
And there it is. Railway terrorism. Something I didn't expect to see from the Netherlands, at least.
I mean, the Netherlands is pretty okay at alternating. They've got a really good lineup for it. I'm not sure if Noah wants to be in here.
Right, but I feel like alt maps and tournaments especially favor consistency players so much because it's so easy to not only find a regular break, but also find a slider break. Because you're focusing so much on alting to the little, I don't even want to call them space chains because of how low BPM it is.
Yeah.
But the alt patterns, I guess, is the easiest way to call them. You're so hyper-focused on that it's so easy to let it slip your mind that there's sliders. And, like, a lot of the sliders in alt maps, especially this one, namely, are very diverse in how they're shaped. If that makes sense. Like, they're not, like, straightforward, like, oh, just go forward, or just do a little curve. It's like, it's not like that.
So in essence, you've just got to snap on it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's the important part here.
But, I mean, they picked it, so... Again, giving them the benefit of the doubt, honestly, the fact that they picked it makes me more excited to see this map. If the USA picked it, I'll be like, alright, well, USA's... But the fact that they picked it makes me excited because it shows that they're confident on it.
Even if you have the better consistent players, there's always, just increased chance of missing on those alternate picks because you just have to, just roll and go through all the nodes so quickly that mistakes can happen, especially in high tension situations. And I really like the setup of Amnesia, Vivalium, and Gladiol. Gladiol is probably going to be the only one single tapping this. Maybe Vexa is going to single tap this, who knows? Yeah, Gladiol being the old map player. Oh, he's actually going to alternate this one.
No,
never mind.
Tapping, bro. He's alting for the alt patterns. That's it.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, we're going to go on to the first map. Early break coming from Amnesia, unfortunately, going to give USA a slight lead, but since it's at the start, it doesn't really mean too much. But what is going to mean a lot is his accuracy drop as well. He's at 97 right now.
It's going to be a huge deal, unless United States is going to miss anytime soon. It is possible, but it is very unlikely, just judging by the caliber of players.
Yeah, I agree with you. An uncharacteristic accuracy coming from Toy right now. I mean, well, now he's up at 99, but he was at like 97 when I said it.
Yeah, he's slowly regaining his accuracy.
Yeah, he probably lost composure a little bit, but he's back in it. Toy, very good at tournaments. But yeah, first course done. All FCs from the USA side. Still only that one break from Amnesia, but as you see, like I said, early in the map was where his break was, so he still has a 500 combo. Like, they're not out of it. They're behind by 50k. It's a similar situation to what we saw the last map, but it was the reverse. It was the USA broke early, and then we had a break from the Netherlands in the middle. And Vaxe going to be finding a break that's actually going to be very big right halfway through the map. Just as I said, we have a reverse situation, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Netherlands behind by 20k points. But they're going to be in the lead after this part right here. And that's a huge thing for the Netherlands. All over 99 accuracy right now is every single player. And we're going to be going into the slow part. Right into the last build-up to the chorus. And Netherlands is going to be taking the lead here for us. What do you think is going to happen in this last course of the map?
I hope that Netherlands isn't gonna lose everything and just start missing all around. I hope that they're just gonna keep on the scene and stay strong for this one, because they are gonna have and take over the lead by 100,000 points. Vexa is so far behind. I think that the Netherlands can actually afford one mistake here.
I think they're good. I think that right there just kind of solidified it. They're ahead by 200k. Even if somebody misses here, there's not enough map to go through. They're all at 900k, so one player missing would only make it 100k closer. And yeah, that's going to be it. Netherlands going to be taking a point from the USA. Very solid job. Noah going to be breaking at the end, unfortunately. But Netherlands going to be taking a point, 3.9 mil to 3.7 mil. Going to be making the score 2-1 in favor of the United States.
Man, I really feel bad for the players from the US, because usually people get remembered which FC the map. But in the US, you get remembered because you didn't FC a map.
It's a lot of pressure being on a very good team, unfortunately. But I don't think any of the players really let that get to them. But Netherlands getting a point might get to them a little bit, because that was very solid from them. Like, early break at the start coming through from Amnesia. But honestly, at that point, they were playing really well. Their accuracy was hot too. It wasn't even like they won just from combo. Like, they were contesting accuracy and combo from the United States right there. Like,
I think that is the closest you can really get to an 8-way FC on this map. That's a 6-man FC and like one almost FC, and Vexa, yeah, was in the middle of the map. But having 3-way FCs from both teams, that is really good on this map.
And we have a match, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to be a 5-0. We have Netherlands taking a point. in the third map, not even like one of the last maps. And the third map versus the United States. This is actually kind of exciting. So we're probably going to be seeing the United States pick. I'd either say Brest or Kindly Leave or Harlequin. If I had to pick 2 maps for the USA to pick, it would be one of those 2. And then we'll probably be seeing Netherlands pick either Crush or, I mean, potentially.
I think Harlequin might be a good idea because I don't see Netherlands having really good accuracy on that, while I see United States just being really good on it. But yeah, Fremont I think is a pretty good alternative just to mod all the maps.
But yeah, we're just gonna be kind of waiting.
I mean, who knows, it might even be Yellow Splash, which should be a repeat of Indifferences, which is just an egg battle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be second team. Okay.
Hane no Nakicho. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, it is the map which is currently surrounded by a blue border on your screen.
Yeah.
It's the lower one for anyone who wants to reread the map.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me. I was like, I just read it.
No. I'm doing this for the viewers, Chippy.
Oh, okay.
I don't want him to listen to our awful pronunciation.
Hey, it was average. I didn't say
like
Hane, I said Hane. I think that's good enough.
I like the effort at least, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a good effort. I think I was correct. It's alright.
And also, Netherlands also gets,
be right.
Yeah, Netherlands also gets an A for effort because, I mean, I really like the performance in this match.
Netherlands got an S for effort, big dog. They did really well in that last one.
Yeah, I think they missed a few too many times on some matches. If they won clock strikes, I would have given them an S, but that would be a little... You know, when you make one... Actually, if they were 3-0, I would give them an S, because one mistake means no S for you.
Alright, but we're going to be getting into the 4th pick. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be seeing this map. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, because I don't want to be wrong. Wrong.
It's that map. Look at the bottom of your screen, alright?
It's if anyone anime girl with reflection of anime girl wearing a yukata.
This is a key pick in the map pool because we do have to increase the anime girl ratio to just normal backgrounds in the pool, because it was a bit lacking compared to last 3 years, and we want everyone to feel home as if it's just the last year's OWC. Mm-hmm. Key pick. But it's also a key pick for the US because this is one of the harder maps, I think, in the pool. It's the slower TT, but it is finger control heavy on some parts.
Yeah, when you're the US, when you're compromised as such like top players, you want to pick the hardest thing possible to try and slip them up. Especially as Noah was saying, he's audibly said that he was nervous. Like, you want to try to play against that. You want to try to play. I mean, I know he's not playing in this, but obviously, when you're playing against someone like the US, you've got to be nervous. But right now, no one from the Netherlands can letting that get to them. Only behind by 5K right now. Solid.
It feels like they just got outspun, pretty much.
I mean, kind of. Outspun or outact, whichever you want to call it. It's like, it doesn't mean that much.
I think it's like a 1-100 or 2-100 difference between both teams.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
yeah, definitely. Especially later on in the map. Especially later on in the map. Yeah, it's about 10k now, but it doesn't really matter. Later on in the map, whoever act breaks is going to decide it.
Yeah, Monko is getting a few 100s there. He got 3 in a span of 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's giving the lead back to
that's gonna make it flicker, yeah. That's gonna make the score flicker and not steadily go in Netherlands' favor because they just got a couple 100s there, but I would call this, like, I know you said it's a harder map, but I would call this one of the more of the consistency picks. But not consistency in terms of, like, who can FC it, who can get accuracy on the streams. Because, like, you can 1 miss at the start or end. If you didn't get accuracy on this, if you got accuracy on the streams, you're chilling, dude. Like...
Yeah, I mean, this map for both teams, it's just a consistency pick. For most teams, it's a goal to get a 4-AC. For these guys, it's a goal to get an SS, or the highest accuracy you could possibly get.
And we're going to be seeing an 8-way FC going into this. Hopefully I don't curse that for anyone, but 8-way FC going into this last chorus, very solid. We're going to see if accuracy breaks from the US affect this at all, but right now they have a steady lead for about 30 to 40k from what I saw during the break, so it's looking like USA is probably going to take this. But we're going into this last section. 1 break could be fatal for either team right now. But no one's going to do it.
Dropping a bit of back.
And yeah, that's gonna be it. 8-way FC though, super cool. 4.7 mil to 4.7 mil. That's nuts. I don't care who won that. That was still a crazy effort from both teams. 8-way FC coming through. 99.63 accuracy from Monko. Oh my goodness. Shortly followed behind by Taku getting 99.54. That was sick. 8-way FC on a stream map. On a not low OD stream map as well. Fair to mention. So it's like not easy to get accuracy like that. And all 8 players FC'd. Most of them getting 99% accuracy. That was nuts. I think the most they could get from that minus spinners is 4.8 mil, because it's 1.2 mil for 1 FC.
Yeah. So that times 4 and then plus potential spinners. Yeah, 4.8 and then plus spinners.
Wait, so do spinners get added onto the 4.8 mil, or is that?
They just get added. That's a flat bonus.
Okay, so there's a bonus. So if there was a no spinner map,
you can only get 1.2. But if there's spinner map, then you can get 1.2 plus whatever you spun.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. I didn't want to be incorrect in the future. But yeah, still 4.7, I think it was 2 to 4.77. Very close.
Extremely close,
between both teams.
But I really like the Netherlands' just effort here. I mean, they definitely show that they're a contender for the second seed at least. Even if they're losing against the United States, in a bigger picture, this is looking really good for the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's what I was saying, dude. When we were talking about this earlier, it's like Netherlands is super consistent. It's scary. Like on every single pick, they've never fought. I mean, you could argue Clock Strikes was a little bit of a flip-flop. But besides the fact that Clock Strikes being as close as it was as a USA pick is the most they've faltered in these past 4 picks is crazy. Because that means that they've been even closer than that for the other 3. But yeah, for those just tuning in, we got United States, which is the A seed of this group, versus Netherlands, which is the C seed. So...
yeah, Netherlands is one scary team, and if you cover the screen actually and you cover the players' names, it's hard to really tell which team is which, because either team could get the performances which they gotten. And Netherlands being a low seed in the situation,
if you covered the screen and told me that was Poland versus the US for that last map we just saw, I'd believe it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't say it's like any other, maybe like 2 or 3 other teams, but Netherlands is playing like a top team right now, at least for that last map. Like they're doing really. Hey, and there we go. We're gonna be seeing Crush, as I predicted to see from Netherlands. They're gonna be picking it. I think
it is a classic Netherlands map, right? Because Netherlands is always known for this approach 8 hidden, or just reading in general. They have Noah, who is pretty much the only guy here to go in for the approach 8 hidden map. They also have Gladio, really old player, and they just have great tournament players all around, which can play approach 8 hidden. And I find like Norway and Netherlands always were like some kind of reading countries. Like Germany, for example, was more the DT country back in the day and stuff. I think this is a good pick, as long as they, like the other maps, don't perform as well or as badly as they did against Thailand. If they can improve their mistakes and get a 4-way C, I think they definitely have a chance, because this map does have some parts where you can definitely egg drop for one reason or another. There's one double which starts on a blue tick. That's something you need to have practice for. If not, you're just gonna go 100 or 2 100s.
Yeah, exactly like you were saying. As AR8 maps especially, but this one in particular is like, if you didn't practice it, you're gonna struggle. Both teams obviously practice this super hard because the USA is very calculated in everything they do, and Netherlands picked it. And Netherlands has a lot of good AR8 hidden players. So this is gonna be a super good pick for Netherlands. I think, honestly, I would say right now that the Netherlands might be able to take... I think they're, in my opinion, favored to take this pick. Like, I could definitely see them taking this over the US.
Alright.
Alright, going right into it. We're not doing No Skip Saturday, apparently. It's my favorite holiday, but...
It's time to listen to a banger song. Come on, Chippy.
Oh my gosh, I love everything about this pick. The map, the fact that it's a gimmicky approach rate pick, and that it's an amazing song.
The best kind of holiday when you have this kind of song.
Oh, and a break from Noah. Very unfortunate. And we're going into the first chorus. But a break is really, not really super huge. I hope he doesn't let it get to him because, you know, that kind of be unfortunate. Yeah. Early breaks aren't that big of a deal. Like, as you can see in the score right now, it's 30 or 40k. It's not that bad. 30k, not that bad. Very comebackable.
Comebackable, I like that one.
That's definitely not a word. I definitely just garbage scrapped that one together, but
I mean, usually people say it's definitely winnable, but yeah, we can come back.
Yeah,
just come back
I definitely
like having a positive mindset in a really negative situation.
Yeah, I definitely scrapped that word together. But speaking of scrapped together, USA scrapping 3 SSs right now, doing a very good job at holding their own. Icky holding an SS. Definitely not one of the people I thought would hold an SS in this situation.
Well, it's still throwable by United States, right?
It's still affordable.
No, throwable.
Oh my gosh. We're just making up words now here.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah, it's good for both teams right now. Like, there's nothing that is amazing for the Netherlands. Hirak broke right before the break, and USA,
oh my god,
USA and Netherlands are going to see that. That is insane pressure on the
Noah
US.
versus Hirak. He's 100,000 points behind, and it's almost.
No, it's doable. It's 100% doable. A third of the map left. He has 99.4 accuracy. Hirak has less accuracy than him. It's doable, and as you can see right now, he's 30k away from passing him. Like, the score is creeping up, and honestly, if all players from Netherlands FC right now, I don't think there's anything the USA can do, so let's see if they can do exactly that.
I hope no one missed snaps, because this point is definitely gettable for the Netherlands.
Oh my gosh, stop! We're in like a last fucking note situation, and we're making up words.
Oh, it's another miss by Hirak, I think, but it's also...
That might be it. Oh yeah, definitely. Netherlands taking the lead right there.
It's about accuracy right now. It's absolutely
about accuracy. Noah broke as well. Are we gonna go to a spin-off?
That's a spinner? No, it's 20,000 points.
It's 30K. Alright. They're good. As long as they use their brains, they're good. Yeah. USA got 10 spinner.
Whew, I almost got a heart attack. That's double S by the United States. Alright, I do have to say I'm sorry for not believing the Netherlands. I did.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Netherlands are mad good.
I predicted a 5-0, 5-1. I did know that it's gonna be close on a lot of maps, but I didn't know that they actually are gonna get 2. Yeah, you predicted 5-2, but let's see how wrong you are.
I honestly think I might be wrong about that from what we've been seeing.
Yeah, I want you to be wrong. Let's be honest.
I want to see a tiebreaker, dude. Seeing a tiebreaker from an underdog team versus the United States would be crazy.
Yeah, please pray for Chippy being wrong in Twitch chat. I think that would be really helpful for the Netherlands to win. Right, you come like Chippy, you come back and then suddenly the United States is almost losing. I don't know what's happening here.
I'm sorry, man. You guys need me to make the matches interesting. If I'm not commentator cursing the United States, who's gonna? Let's be honest with ourselves here. If I commentator curse the US enough, we're gonna have some close matches. That's the real reason I'm on commentary, let's be honest.
I haven't tested my magic yet when it comes to commentating the US and just cursing them.
It's scary magic. I think I've commentators cursed more than I've not commentators cursed.
I believe you have some kind of special connection to some of these players. I'm not sure how else
that makes it sound a little
that's
really special connection.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did go to Toys House after TwitchCon, but
yeah,
it was a fun
I really
time.
like how you hold that pen.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Families might be watching this, so let's talk about the next pick. What is
which is hopefully it's a hard pick. Yeah, I mean I did mention this pick, which is definitely better for United States in terms of accuracy. Like if everyone sees, I think the United States is gonna take this one because they just have a better accuracy lineup. And the Netherlands, if they get a 4AC against not a 4AC, that's the only chance for them here.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I definitely saw this pick coming from the US. It's one of the, like... I see this map in every goddamn pool I enter. Like, if I'm being honest, I've played this map in tournament map pools, like, specifically the Toybot's Insane, like 4 or 5 times, dude. It's like, the USA knows this map like the back of their hand. Maybe not Hard Rock, but... like...
I can imagine. I mean, but it's a banger song, and mostly it's a really good map, right? It features a lot of different aspects, like being a low BPM stream map, which sometimes just is missing in a pool, and then on the higher difficulties, you do have either a longer map or just 1/3 and 1/6 notes jumbled up together. So you have the different timings you need to get used to during the song. You can't just keep your consistent rhythm. I mean, this one also has 1/3 notes, which are really. I'm actually having a brain fart right now. God damn it. What's the difference from... what's the opposite of fast? Chippy, help me out here.
Slow?
Slow, thank God. Oh my God.
Wait, are you joking? This is a joke,
I
right?
actually just had a brain fart.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm definitely sure.
Oh
Please,
my
let's go,
gosh,
guys.
I actually can't believe you messed that up.
Man,
Slow?
I'm sorry, I really love DT. I like going fast. I'm a fast boy, dude.
Usually when I hear someone say, what's the opposite of this word, it will take me a second. I literally... How do you mess up slow? How do you not...
I think that's a slow play.
I'm Chippy, joining the force here for the OC World Cup. We got the group
guys,
stages, Netherlands versus the United States. Very crazy match right now. Netherlands getting 2 points off the United States already. Pretty crazy. Very slow-paced match right now we have between the two teams.
Thanks for reminding me, Chippy.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna put that one in my Anki deck, so I remember. Need to do some flashcards on English words. But you know, everyone is gonna learn something from the stream, like, right?
Mhm.
Because we learned that Netherlands is a pretty good contender against the United States, at least for
Mhm.
most of the viewers. We might learn something new. Maybe Netherlands is actually better than the United States. And I learned a new word. There we go. We're all learning on this stream.
Oh gosh, yeah, jokes aside, Forrest speaks 2 languages and I speak 1, so who's the real winner here? It's him. But speaking of winners, USA going into their potential pick that they could win right here. I tried to segue that somehow, but...
I believe in you, Chippy. But yeah,
Thank
it
you
is.
so
The map
much.
is starting. The circles are being clicked, and they're all being clicked pretty well. 98% accuracies across the board. 99 by Monko, which is pretty good. But Netherlands actually pretty alright with the accuracy so far. There's gonna be a 1 accuracy drop by Dan Cheldy. I still think United States does have the slight advantage in accuracy, but it's really close.
Yeah, and like I was mentioning earlier, this map, especially for Hard Rock maps, keeping combo isn't necessarily the hard part. It's more so holding the accuracy. On a map like this, where there's a lot of streams, you see that shift a lot.
Yeah, sometimes getting accuracy is easy, but getting accuracy on a full combo is gonna be the hardest part about it. Either you sacrifice accuracy and focus more on combo, or you try to go for the accuracy play. But you need some really guts and really good consistency to pull it off. And look at Monko.
Monko's god, dude. Like at accuracy and like stream maps, like getting accuracy on streams, Monko's mad good at it. Monko's good at everything. Let's be honest with ourselves. Monko's amazing. But going into this chorus, we see a break from Damn Jelly, and that's gonna be huge, especially before this chorus, because it's literally just streams. And another break, very unfortunate for the Netherlands right now.
I think that's just a pick for the United States. Unless 2 people mess up at the same time, which is really rare for the United States here.
On a map like this, it's... I don't think the USA is gonna let this slip past them. I mean, we're already at 800k.
Toy actually matching up with Monko 2K with the 99.5% accuracy.
And yeah, that's looking like... Yeah, with the final... It's gonna be a 4-way FC. That's gonna be...
That's a
Did
whoopsie
the
by
audio
Amnesia.
just did the audio
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mess up for you?
Yeah, because Amnesia is the first client is gonna yeah, the first client is going to use it. And because Amnesia failed, we do see them dying.
the timing of the noise was just too perfect.
Let's focus on other let's focus on the more important things like Toy and Monko 2K getting 6 100s on this pick. That's
Oh my
the
gosh,
kind of
that was
thing you
crazy.
expect.
The accuracy from those players, it's nuts how consistent they can do that.
Alright, potentially the last pick. And this is gonna be Netherlands pick.
Mm-hmm.
They did win 2 out of... Actually, yeah, did they? Yeah, I think they won 2 out of their 3 picks.
Yeah, they did. Wait, are you sure? Hold on. Okay.
Alright, no, I think they... Didn't they win on the double...
I think they won, no, they won on,
So in essence, Netherlands doesn't
They won on
really know what
Pendulum.
to pick.
This match has just gone by so fast.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like they won one of the USA picks.
I think so too, but it's gonna be interesting to see what else is really left for Netherlands here. Yellow Splash is gonna be an egg battle. That's probably gonna be an 8-way FC. Solar is also maybe gonna be an 8-way FC, but that's a little bit spicy. It's gonna be a bit tougher to really get that 8-way FC with the egg battle.
Mm-hmm.
Remod seems a bit risky when the United States can just hidden harbor every single one. They probably won't because that's just completely overmodding. Just get more mods to the opponents and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still pretty risky. And I don't think they're gonna win the accuracy battle on Yellow Splash. Judging by the previous maps. I mean, they lost on the differences, I believe. Because United States just had a really good... I mean, they also 4 seed, but they got really good accuracies.
I don't think they're gonna pick Sola. I think that's definitely off the table. I think Yume Maboroshi, potentially, but I doubt it. Brest or Kindly Leave just feels like something USA would pick. I think it's just leaning towards Yellow Splash. But even that's just such a risky pick.
Yeah.
I mean, it has mapping styles similar to the ones that they've won on, but it's like not... I don't know. It's so hard. In the Netherlands position, it's just so hard to figure out what you want to pick here.
At this point, I'd just roll between 1 and 2 and either go for Yellow Splash or Solar.
I would no, not Sola. What the heck? That's playing Russian roulette. If you pick Sola, USA just played a stream map. Yeah, it's gonna be Yellow Splash.
Solar is definitely a little bit more. It's a little bit different to the Harlequin map, definitely.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, I don't know, man. USA just showed up really well on.
It's gonna be Yellow Splash. That's I think the next best pick. Really, it's gonna be an egg battle.
Oh, 100%.
Find your inner Acer and get an SS. I don't really know what to do here as Netherlands. Just play better. That's all I can give them. There's nothing left here except for execution.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong Sola. I'm actually brain dead. But yeah, I definitely... This is probably like the best thing they could pick, to be honest. Which is unfortunate, because it's like, even this, I'm like... I don't know, man. This just feels like such a good pick for US as well.
Alright, how many SSs are we gonna count? How many SSs are there gonna be?
You wanna like... What, like...
I'm gonna expect 4 SSs.
I'm saying 5.
1 by Netherlands, 3 by United States.
I'm saying... Two breaks in total. 3 SSs.
Alright, yeah, actually that sounds pretty reasonable, because I feel like this one being the last pick, potentially, Netherlands might just crumble. They did have a really good showing till now, but teams usually crumble at this point rather than just suddenly reverse sweep, right?
I think Netherlands has the potential to power up. They have the same colors as the US flag, dude. They just gotta use their powers.
Oh yeah, so they're basically from the US, I understand.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, they have more blue.
Yeah, Europe is
The
just
map's
another
background is
America.
blue too. Is that foreshadowing? Maybe, but you know what isn't foreshadowing? Me getting right into the Smash and stop talking about nonsense. All right, so we're gonna be going into Yellow Splash.
I think Vivalium didn't like your segue because he just dropped a lot of 100s.
Yeah, unfortunately, and yeah, glad he's gonna be breaking combo there. And it's looking pretty good for the US right now.
Wait, did I actually just...
Hey, 3 SSs on the board. I might be right.
Wait, did I just math correctly? Didn't I say 3 assasses, 3 by United States and 1 by Netherlands? I think I said that. Did I?
No, because there's 2 in the US side, big dog. You already ruined yourself.
Yeah, I pretty much already
Yeah, I said 3 SSs, 2 breaks. But enough about what we said and more about what the players are doing. Right now, it's just looking really good for the United States. Vladdy,
because
unfortunately,
Gladiol has
break,
missed, yeah.
that break, unfortunately, just not doing that well for them.
I
But it
think that
was
might
kind of
just be
early.
it.
It's like, if one of the USA players were to break here, it's comebackable. Otherwise,
Sure,
don't
it's
know,
early,
dude.
but this map is, I'd say, pretty easy to FC.
I feel like a break will happen here from the US. I guess I'm wrong. None of them broke there, which is really surprising to me. But yeah, past that point, it's literally just chorus to ending, and there's no room for the Netherlands to come back. And yeah, with that break from Phalanx, that's gonna be it. USA is gonna be taking the Netherlands 5-2 right here, unless they fail. But it's the US.
No SSs. We need to up our
SS?
prediction
Zero?
game.
0
Yeah, I think
SSs.
0 SSs, alright. But like 4-1 100 scores
Yeah.
from the US. That's
Each
what
of
I'd
the
like to
USA
see.
players got 99.9. They probably calculated that, dude. Who knows?
They actually just wanted to make us be wrong.
Yep. I knew it. We commentators cursed our own prediction.
Thanks, Chippy.
But yep. That's gonna be it. USA gonna be taking the Netherlands 5-2. Very solid play from the Netherlands.